material existence.
Simply by receiving the glories of the Lord through purified transcendental ears, the words of the Lord are free from the strong material desires and engaged in fruitive activities.
Assisted by the descendants of Bhoja, Vrishni, Andhaka, Madhu, Sursena, Dasharaha, Kuru, Srinjaya, and Balu, Lord Krishna performed various activities. By his pleasing smiles, his affectionate behavior, his instructions, and his uncommon pastimes like raising Govardhana hill, the Lord, appearing in his transcendental body, pleased all of the human society.
Krishna's face is decorated with ornaments such as earrings resembling sharks. His ears are beautiful, his cheeks brilliant, and his smiling attractive traveling. Whoever sees Lord Krishna sees a festival. His face and body are fully satisfying for everyone to see. But the devotees are angry at the Creator for the disturbance caused by the momentary blinking of their eyes. Continue.
Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna, known as Leela Purushottam, appeared as a son of Vasudev but immediately left his father's home and went to Vrindavan to expand his loving relationship with his confidential devotees. In Vrindavan, the Lord killed many demons, and afterwards he returned to Dwarka, where, according to Vedic principles, he married many wives who were the best of women. He got through them hundreds of times and performed sacrifices for his own worship to establish the principles of household life.
Thereafter, Lord Sri Krishna created a misunderstanding between family members just to diminish the burden of the world. Simply by his glance, he annihilated all the demonic kings on the battlefield of Kurukshetra and declared victory for Arjuna. Finally, he instructed Uddhava about transcendental life and devotion, and then returned to his abode in his
Verse number 65. Yes, Prabhu, can you try this? Verse number 65.
You can just do Brahma Samhita later.
What's that?
Yasya nanamakarkundalacharukarna
Syananam Makarakundalacharukarnam
Rajakapola Shubhagam Savilasahasam
Prajat Kapola Subhagam Savilasahasam
Yosavam Nata Tatrapur Trishadhi Pita
Pibantyo Nityotsavam Natitrabhirshibhihi Pibantyo
Naryo Narascha Mudita Kupita Nimescha
Naryo narasya mudita kupitani mishra.
Yasya nanam karma kundala charukarna.
Syananam
Kundala Charukarna Rajat Kapola Shubhagam Savilasahasam
Rajat kapola subhagam savilasahasam. Nityo savanna tatrapur vishvibhi vibhantyo.
Namyo narascha mudita kupita nimescha.
Naryo Narascha Mudita Kupita Nimescha
Yashya nanam mukara kundala charukarna.
Yasya nanam makarakundala charukarna.
Rajat Kapola Shubhagam Savilasahasam
Rajat kapola subhagam savilasahasam.
Nityotsmanata Purdasivi Pibyanto.
Nityo
Savam natatrapur vishvibhi vibhantyo.
Naryo narascha mudita kupita nimishcha.
Naryo Narascha Mudita Kupita Nimescha
Yasya nanam makarakundala charukarna.
Yasya Nanam
Word to word together. Yasya, whose, Nanam, face, Makara Kundalacharu Karna, decorated by earrings resembling sharks by beautiful ears. Bharat, brilliantly. Forehead, Shubhagam, declaring all opulence. Savilasa Hasam, with smiles of enjoyment. Nitya Utsavam, whenever one sees him, festive. Natatpurah, they could not be satisfied. Tushbih, seeing the form of the Lord. If drinking through the eyes. Naraha, all the women of Vrindavan. Naraha, all the male devotees. Cha, also. Muditaha, fully satisfied. Kupitaha, angry. Nimeha, the moment they are disturbed. Eyes. Cha, also. Translation altogether. Krishna's face is decorated with ornaments such as earrings resembling sharks, his ears as beautiful, his cheeks brilliant, and his smiling attractive to everyone. See the Lord festival to see. The devotees are angry, Creator. Purport as stated by the Lord Himself in Bhagavad Gita. Shanam sahasreshu kashchit tati siddhaye tatam api siddhanam kashchit mameti tattvataha. Anyone? Purport? I forgot, sorry. Yes.
Out of many thousands among men, one may endeavor for perfection, and of those who have achieved perfection, hardly one knows me in truth. Unless one is qualified to understand Krishna, one cannot appreciate the presence of Krishna on earth. Among the Bhojas, Vrishnis, Andakas, Pandavas, and many other kings intimately related with Krishna, the intimate relationship between Krishna and the inhabitants of Vrindavan is especially to be noted. That relationship is described in this verse by the words Nityo Savamna Tripur Trishibi Pibantyana. The inhabitants of Vrindavan, especially such as the cowherd boys, the cows, the calves, the gopis, and Krishna's father and mother, were never fully satisfied, although they saw Krishna's beautiful features constantly. Seeing Krishna is described here as Nitya Utsava, a daily festival. The inhabitants of Vrindavan saw Krishna almost every moment, but when Krishna left the village for the pasturing grounds, where he tended the cows and calves, the gopis were very much afflicted because they saw Krishna walking on the sand and thought that Krishna's lotus feet, which they dared not place on their breasts because they thought their breasts not soft enough, were being pierced by broken chips of stone. By even thinking of this, the gopis were affected, and they cried at home. These gopis, who were therefore the exalted friends of Krishna, saw Krishna constantly. But because their eyelids disturbed their vision of Krishna, the gopis condemned the Creator, Lord Brahma. Therefore, the beauty of Krishna, especially the beauty of his face, is described here. At the end of the 9th canto, in the 24th chapter, we find a hint of Krishna's beauty. Now, we are proceeding to the 10th canto, which is considered Krishna's head. The entire Srimad Bhagavad Purana is the embodiment of Krishna's form, and the 10th canto is his face. This verse gives a hint of how beautiful his face is. Krishna's smiling face, with his cheeks, his lips, the ornaments in his ears, his chewing of betel nuts, all this was minutely observed by the gopis, who thus enjoyed transcendental bliss, so much so that they were never fully satisfied to see Krishna's face, but instead they condemned the Creator of the body for making eyelids that obstructed their vision. The beauty of Krishna's face was therefore much more appreciated by the gopis than by his friends, the cowherd boys, or even by Yashoda Mata, who was also interested in decorating the face of Krishna.
Chai. So, this is the last class of this semester. So, what we will learn or what we will discuss together, this will be a discussion-based class. So, please be a little serious for this last class. Otherwise, we are always laughing and all, because we will take this
for our holidays. And yes, yeah, in the previous verse, Prabhupada is mentioning in the previous translations, simply by remembering, simply by chanting. He uses this word again and again, simply. He also describes here in this verse, Srimad Bhagavatam is describing the face of Sri Krishna. And what are the qualifications to see Krishna's face? Anybody? We have seen, when we serve pure devotees, when we chant pure name, then Srimad Bhagavatam emerges. We are just reading words. Then Brahma Gyan, Divya Gyan, Hriday Prakashito. It's Prakash. It's dark. It's always described as Om Agyan Timirandase. You opened my eyes. I was in darkness. So what are the qualifications to attain or to see Krishna's face? Anybody? Yes.
You have to please him first before he shows himself to you.
Yes. Okay. Anybody else? Yes.
You have to be the servant of the servants.
Yes. This is. Yes, we should have this mood of servant. Prabhu was reciting one shloka previous night. You want to recite that of Vritrasur? What he's asking from God. When there is 11:11 in clock, he always asks for something. Like, okay, this 11:11. So he always says Krishna Prema. But what Vritrasur is asking, and I was like, okay, you say this on 11:11. What he's saying? Oh, or who? You will wait.
He just wants to say the servant of the servant of the servant.
Yes. Yeah. So, okay, you can recite with me. So he says, what I want? Aham hare tava pade kamula dasan udaso bhavitasmi bhuyah. I'm going to become the servant of your servant. Bhavitasmi bhuyah, again and again. Manha smareta supater gunam sate granita vaka karma karo tu kaya. Manha smareta, my mind, they're always asking, they're not trying to catch Krishna. I've seen this, all the Goswamis, all the devotees, they're not trying to catch Krishna. They're like, you come. We cannot catch you. You come to our mind. You come to our heart. So yes, Manha smareta supater gunam sate granita vaka. Granit, I may sing your glories. I may speak about you. Karma karo tu kaya in sannyas, body, words and mind. So he's in between. Indra is fighting him. And he was like, okay, you kill me. I was like, wait a minute. Aham hare tav. How? In between of battle, he took sannyas. Body, mind and words, body and mind. It's very beautiful. Yes, and one of the most, these are the higher steps to see Krishna's face. To realize Brahman. The first step when you are, I thought there will be I saw a lot of newcomers, so I thought they will be there. So I thought I should speak something about, basics. Yeah, basics are never boring. So yes, first is, what is the price? Lolyam eva hi mulyam. Lolyam. Why? I want to, lolupta, I want that. I want it. That's the first. Lolyam eva hi mulyam. When you want it, when distress comes in our lives, of course we all know Kunti Maharani. I was thinking about the devotees. There is no devotee in Srimad Bhagavatam, there is no devotee in the world who is not in distress. They're always in distress. And also, there is no devotee who didn't get Krishna. They're like, okay, for him I will not come. So there is both. If you subscribe to Krishna consciousness, yes, this is free distress. But also, Krishna will come. Avashya Rakshibe Krishna. This Avashya Rakshibe Krishna. And yes, he will show. But we have to do some prayers. That's why we learn a lot of shlokas. And in moment of distress, I was talking to one of my seniors yesterday, and he was like, Sarthak, you should learn shlokas, you should learn bhajans. Like, yes, Prabhu, I'm learning. So like, what do you see when you're learning these? What is the positive of learning shlokas and all? I was like, when I'm in distress, when I'm not chanting properly, it automatically oozes out. Like for example, this shloka, Hare Tava, or for example, when I see Krishna, when sometimes we see Krishna, we don't feel qualified. Like, what I should ask? Or, I'm not that qualified. Immediately, Bhakti Rudanchati Yadyapi Madhava Natvai Mama Tila Matri. My devotion is not even as small as a til. So immediately, when you learn these songs, when you learn these slokas, immediately it will ooze out. I have a very beautiful. I thought of speaking some philosophy, but yes, there is a. He's describing his face, so I thought, okay, let's not deviate from the topic and dive into his face. There is a very beautiful prayer called as Nandashtakam. So in that Nandashtakam, the author is describing the poet is describing about his earrings, how he walks. So if at last maybe 5 minutes we will sing those prayers, and you will see, and he describes very beautifully how he walks. Karen Venu Ganjitam. I'm forgetting what was the line, but yeah, Ganjitam. He walks like a mad elephant, like how he walks like this. Imagine you're so beautiful, you're the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and your walk is like this. You're like a mad elephant, like I owe everything. So he walks with so much pride. And yes, first qualification. Second, Shraddha. To Shri Krishna's face, Shraddha. Shraddha is one way to get Shraddha is to hear about his devotees. That's the best way. He has done it. When we listen to our Guru Maharaj, when we listen to a lot of Mahabhagavad devotees, when we see the realizations, we were discussing about Hare Nameva Kevalam one day. What was the realization of the Goswami? Trinakritya Jagat Sarvam Rajate Sakalo Pari. That by chanting your name, I feel that this world is nothing more than a blade of grass. Like, wait a minute, how they are feeling this? I should also feel this. I should also chant. So you get motivation to chant. And then slowly you will have faith. Yes, it works. So yes, hearing about devotees. Prahlad Maharaj, we also the movie, right? There were a lot of realizations from the movie, a lot of dialogues that we all liked. One of the things that I liked especially was when he preached with full conviction that, okay, this, and then he was tested. When the elephants came, everybody was seeing. That's the time for test. Like now, what you preached, now you show that, okay, Vasudev, Bhaum Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Now chant. Now you're yourself in distress. So for preacher, it's very important. What you preach, I'm very, very, every time I'm giving Bhagavatam class, I'm very, very scared, yes. Because what you preach, you have to show now. You have to chant like this. You have to sing like this. Yes, you have to show. Now chant. You're in distress, now chant. You chant your prayers now. So yes, Prahlad Maharaj is an exemplary example. I liked how he was very humble. Asur was standing like this, and he came, and Asur got like, wait, what he's doing? Yes, very humble and showing by example. Any more examples that you find that stories that build faith on Krishna? Your personal examples? Like, yes, if I'm going through this and Krishna showed in his life, surely Avashya Krishna, he will come to my life too. Can you give any example of your personal life, like how you get inspired by a lot of devotees and have faith? Like devotees who increases your faith in Krishna, or some incidents or leelas which increases your faith in Krishna? Yes.
Krishna's friend Sudama, his pastime, helps me when I hear like the kind of conditions that he was in, yet he never lost his faith. And then ultimately when he did go to Krishna, it seemed like Krishna was also waiting for him in a way. So difficult time looking like, okay, this is nothing compared to what he was going through. And yet he never lost faith.
Yes, and Prabhu.
I remember Ramayana when Mother Sita was in distress.
Yeah.
So, and also, I heard one devotee saying that whenever you're in distress, listen to Hari Katha, listen to Krishna Katha, and if you listen to Hari Katha, you will be immediately pulled out of that distress and you will feel joyful instantly. So, I always remember that and I try to do that, and it always works. Because Mother Sita, when she was in distress, what Hanuman did, he started reciting Ramayana. In Ramayana.
Yes, in Ramayana, yes. Sick.
So that gave a lot of hope and faith in Mother Sita, and then she was able, she gave up thought of suicide.
Yes, yes. And we will, when we will read Nandashtakam, we will see all the attributes. Now, first we are going through the qualifications, through the philosophy, and then we will see the practical. So I hope it's not boring to you all guys. Yes, you spoke about Sudama. I also remember one pastime of devotees. It was so painful that they were in so miserable condition, husband and wife, that they had only you cannot even guess, they had only one pair to wear. And if somebody is going out, I don't know what happened, there was a Brahmana who came and was like, okay, now I need some bhiksha. So what the female devotee did, she gave her clothes to the male and then went out and then bought something, by begging, bought something for the Brahmana. Like, where is your wife? I don't know where she is. And he was hiding his condition. Still, he was not asking for anything. See how satisfied devotees are. So poor. They were so poor. Yes, like it is possible. We should think that they might be feeling something else. They don't. In prayers of Dhuma Maharaj, he said, Sthana Bilashi Tapasi Stitoham. By the Sthana Bilashi, Abhilash of Sthan, by the, I'm attracted to this sthan, I'm attracted to this position, tapasi sthitoham. I was in the penance. Tvam praptavan deva munindra guhyam. But I attained you. In that course, I attained you, who was very secret to Dev, Munigan, who is very secret. And what happened? Kacham vichinnam. And what is my realizations? Kacham vichinnam api divvaratanam swamin kritharthosmi varam nayache. Kacham vichinnam. What is Kacham vichinnam? Yes, I told you yesterday. Kacham vichinnam, yes. The broken pieces of glass, not even full glass. I consider this broken piece of glass now. What? Brahmalok. Kacham vichinnam. Why I found you? Api divvaratanam. Swamin kritharthosmi. I'm fully satisfied. Varam nayache. I don't want anything. Oh, that's fully satisfaction. That's when you hear these type of devotees who are living in these conditions, or who are even very rich but very detached. Yes, it is possible. They might be feeling something, or are they mad? They might be yes, they are. Yeah, but they might be feeling some ecstasy higher than this. And you talked about Ramayana, about faith. There are a lot of instances in Ramayana where there is faith, strong faith in Sri Ram, strong faith in Supreme Personality of Godhead, and strong faith in Holy Name. One of my favorite pastimes is when Angad went into the court of Ravan, and he challenged everyone. I tried learning that. He said, so what he did, Samuji Ram Pratap Kapi Gopa Sabha Majapan Kari Padaropa. Samuji Ram Pratap Kapi Gopa. He remembered the glories of his Lord and the glories of the names of the Lord. Samuji Ram Pratap Kapi Gopa Sabha Majapan Kari Padaropa. And then with his left foot, he stood on his ground. Then what he said, Jau mam charan saksi satathari, fir hi ram sita mai hari. Even you have thousands of Veer Yodhas who can even defeat Indra. But if you can even sarkana, not even lift, even if you slide an inch, my left foot, fir hi ram sita mai hari. So this is Sita mai hari. This is the faith in holy name. This is the faith in, Samuji Ram. First he remembered that this is when I was, Firi Ramu Sita Mein Hari means Ram will return and we will lose Sita. Oh my God. So, big risk. Big risk. You're taking this, you're putting Mother Sita on stake. When I was watching Narsimha movie, Samuji Ram Pratap Kapi Kopa, you should always, this is our protector, oh my God. This is our, if you will have full realization that he is our protector, it's impossible to get distress. Look at him, how furious he is. So yes, only faith, only this, we are just this inch away from this, even if somebody has to strike us. See this, it's impossible to have distress if we will fully achieve this conviction that he is a protector. Look at Narasimhadev. He was so furious. Yes. Then it was described thousands of Veer Yodhas, not just any Veer Yodhas, they tried to pull the leg and nobody was successful. Why? Faith. And then finally, everybody gave up. I always used to think in my initial days, now also are my initial days, but when I was just reading Srila Prabhupada books, I used to get very intimidated with my friends when they were there and they were asking me questions about Krishna consciousness. But because I didn't have any realizations, this is just, okay, this is what it is, you speak it. So when you have some realizations, you stood your ground. Now I know, what I have experienced, that you cannot deny that, because I have experienced that. So when I used to preach to them, they used to ask me so many questions. Why Krishna? Why this? Why you do this? But heart should be pure. You don't need all this of sadhana and all. I always used to remember this shloka. Sabha ma japanakari padaropa. You should stand on your ground. So yes, you should just, I am the Doot. I'm like Angad and Sabha ma japanakari padaropa, and I'm standing there with firm foot. We should always remember this pastime when we are preaching. Yes, we are standing there with firm foot. Okay, faith. We have some faith on devotees. Now we are coming to the temple. Sangha. Sadhu Sangha. And what is, I was listening to one lecture and he was describing what is Sangha. We say, Sadhu Sangha, Sadhu Sangha. Siddhi hoye. You can speak. Lava Matra Sadhu Sangha. Sarva Siddhi hoye. Yes. But we see a lot of devotees when Prabhupada was here, now also. But people were, sometimes, many times, 99% of the times, they were so excited, they were so, flourished with having the association of Srila Prabhupada. But some of the devotees also left. Why? They were also having Sangha. Any doubt, any answers to this? Why even having the Sangha of Prabhupada, why some devotees left? Malti Prabhu, Har Krishna Malti Prabhu, was describing how when they landed on moon and everybody was sitting, and Prabhupada said, they were seeing that they landed on moon. Prabhupada said, no, they didn't. Malti Prabhu said, okay. My Guru said, no means? No means? No. But there was a devotee there, Prabhupada, we are seeing this right now. Prabhupada was like, no, they didn't. He lost his faith. No, my imperfect senses are more capable. And I liked how Malti Prabhu said it. When Prabhupada said no, I said, okay, no. Yeah, this is what simplicity, this is what faith to Guru. That's why they are Prabhupada disciples. Prabhupada said this, that's why they are always like Prabhupada said this, Prabhupada said that. They're so firm. They don't see anything but Prabhupada. For example, there were some brahmacharis and their parents came and Srila Prabhupada said, okay, pay obeisances to your parents. They only know one thing. They paid obeisances to their parents, and you know what they said? Namo Vishnu Padahaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshtarine. Nothing except Guru. They don't, and Prabhupada started laughing like, they don't know nothing. And Guru will also protect. When somebody came to Prabhupada with a blank check, I think it was his name was Giriraj Swami Maharaj or some his father, yeah, okay. This is the blank check, fill and give my son back. Prabhupada said, okay, bring my checkbook, you fill and let him stay here. So this is love that Prabhupada will show. Sangha, yes, what is, so this is one, faith. One of the things that when my relatives ask, okay Sarthak, you're doing this, tell us one thing that, what should we do? One thing. Listen. I will send you some devotees, lectures of Prabhupada, lecture of devotees. You listen. You listen to every Maharaj possible. You listen to every speaker possible. And by chance, if you will get attached to one of them, if you have, this is Sadhu Sangha, attachment to Sadhu. If you will get attached, we all remember how we were. We were listening to, we all remember the first time or when we realized, oh, this is our Guru Maharaj. And now we are too attached. Now we can do anything for them. We are attached to, for example, if we are attached to our wife, man, I have to do a job. Man, I have to have a car. I have to have this. Why? Just because I'm attached to my wife, I have to do everything just because of that attachment. So just because of the Sadhu Sangha, just because of the attachment to the Sadhu, Sadhu said, do 16 rounds. Okay, 16 rounds. Why we are doing 16 rounds? Prabhupada said, that's it. We don't know anything else. We are too attached. We have faith. Prabhupada said 16, okay, 16 rounds. We are like, so this attachment, this is attachment. When we have, and how we have attachment? When you listen to Prabhupada. Yes, this is what it is. This is what I'm feeling. Why old age? Why distress? Om Agyanti Mirandhase. It opens your eyes. Listen. When you listen to your Guru, there is a reason why we say that Guru is the manifestation of super soul. When he will speak, exactly he will pinpoint your, like, as if he's speaking to you, like, this is exactly what I am struggling. So yes, then you surrender. Oh, you know my heart. Like, I remember a lot of instances when this happens, when Prabhupada knows somebody's heart and they surrendered immediately. So yes, Guru knows his heart, and then you surrender, and then you said, okay, you're seeing all these problems, we don't have bhakti, we have this. Now give me a solution. Shishasteham shadimam Tvam prapannam. Shishtem. Then we surrender. Yes, attachment. Whenever you see somebody, okay, listen to this sadhu. Just, you can say chant. They'll chant 1 day, 2 day. There was, me and one devotee was discussing about how in this ashram, when we go outside, we can also stay Krishna consciousness. And one of the solutions that we came up with was let people of the ashram, let the devotees of the ashram get connected to a guru. Let them be connected to a sadhu. Because once they will have attachment to a sadhu, Sangha will somehow or some other day, they might get diminished little. You're not feeling that well. You feel that will not be the case. You will feel that, some devotees are against me. But yes, I see one Mataji, she was saying that how she cried after doing all this. We were in ISKCON Montreal, and like, okay, there is so much distress, and she used to say that I go to my room and then I call my Guru Maharaj and I cry. She's doing everything because of his Guru Maharaj, the strength of his Guru Maharaj, her Guru Maharaj. This is, sadhu gives so much strength. Just little attachment to sadhu, then sarva siddhi hoye. Then we have all the siddhis. Attachment. When somebody asks, what should we do? Just give them little, okay, listen to this brahmachari, listen to him. By chance, they will get attachment. Now you don't have to say anything now. Do this. They will get mad. They will do whatever that sadhu will say. So it's attachment. That's sadhu sangha, when we get attached. Here also, we will see, now we are coming to Brajvasis, then we will go to Krishna. To Brajvasis, we will approach Krishna. Here, in the purport also, it is to describe the love of Krishna for Brajvasis. I was reading about the pastimes of Govardhan Leela, and it was described how Krishna stood there very vividly. It was very hurtful when I was reading that Krishna was standing there without any food. I don't know why deliberately they wrote without any food, without any water, without any this. He was standing there. That yes, Krishna is also doing penance for Brajvasis. He is so dear. When there is a line, Koro mohi atma sath. When Brajvasis or when devotees will say, oh yeah, this is our man, he is ours, then we can get close to Krishna. I see a lot of sadhus in Vrindavan, the Nitya Siddha sadhus. Whenever Brajvasi comes, they just fall into their feet. And Brajvasis are very simple, like, Babaji, why are you falling into my feet? You are Brajvasis, you have this qualification. And please, when we go to 10th canto, watch out what Brajvasis are saying, and you can always learn those shlokas which Brajvasis are saying. For example, when Indra was showering the rain, I like how you smile. It gives me so much confidence. So when Indra was showering the rain, what Brajvasi says, but Brajvasi prayed, I immediately learned that. It's Brajvasis. If I will speak the language of Brajvasi, sometimes one time Vishaka Prabhu said something which my sister used to say. Hey, don't beat my brother. I'm like, oh, my sister used to say this. When we repeat the words of whom we love. So the slok was, so we should always especially learn the shlokas or learn the stutis, what devotees are saying. So the slok was that they were crying that please Krishna save us from the reign of Indra. They were saying, Krishna, Krishna Maha. I was attending one class of His Grace Amrinder Prabhu, and they were like, when there is one Krishna, okay, they're in stress. There are two Krishna, they're very much in distress. So I found it very interesting, like too much stress. In Bhagavatam, there is no repetition without any context or just, it was looking good. We repeated, no, Krishna, Krishna Mahabhag, Tvannatham Gokulam Prabhu, Tratum Marhasi Devana Kupitad Bhakta Vatsala. Krishna, Krishna Mahabhag, oh most fortunate Krishna, Tvannatham Gokulam Prabhu. You are our protector, Gokul ke Prabhu. You are the Prabhu of Gokul, Tvannatham. You are Nath. Hey Nath, this is very interesting. Whenever Prahlad Maharaj was going through this, I saw Prahlad Maharaj, I was noticing Prahlad Maharaj's words, what he was saying. When Prahlad Maharaj sat in jail, he was like, hey Nath, then sat, doing something, hey Prabhu, doing something. We should always be, this should be our common saying, doing something, oh Krishna, oh Mahaprabhu, oh Nityananda, oh, something should we utter. So like Krishna, Krishna Mahabhago, Tunnatham Gokulam Prabhu, Tratum Arasi Devana Kupitat Bhakta Vatsala. Tratum, we always say mantra, trayate, to get out. Tratum Marasi, please let us out of this Marasi Devana, of this Indra, is Indra, Devana Kupitat Bhakta Vatsala. Kupitat, he is angry at us, or he is disturbing us. And who are you? Again, the qualification. Like Guru Goswami did, like Bhishma Dev did. What is your qualification? Always remind Krishna of his qualification. Kupitat Bhakta Vatsala, you're Bhakta Vatsala. Even Brajvasis now you see the similar pattern of praying. What is the pattern of praying? Oh, so you have to describe how we are feeling and who you are. Patterns, learn the patterns, how devotees are following the patterns. So how I interpret this, whenever Devana, who is Indra also agitates Indris. Indra also agitates senses. So like, okay, where should I fit this in my life? Whenever I'm agitated with Indri, when I'm agitated with lust, whenever I'm agitated with anger, greed, Krishna, Krishna Mahabhaga, Tunnatham Gokulam Prabhu, Tratum Marasi Devan, Kupitat Bhaktavatsala. Indra is now, it's same bhav, it's same mood that we go to our mother. Hey mother, this boy is, beating me. Devan, Kupitat Bhaktavatsala, please take care of him. So yes, with this same mood, indulge whenever drinking water. Rasoham apsu konteya prabhas mishashurya pranam sarva vedeshu. Rasoham apsu, I am the taste of water. Just try to add, whenever I forget something, oh mandasu mandamatayo mandabhagya mandasu mandamatayo, degrading automatically, like, oh mandasu mandamatayo. So yes, we should first your favorite shlokas. First fix, what are the shlokas? Yes, Brajvasis are so much dear to Krishna. We'll go to Nandashtakam, to Brajvasis, to philosophy, Brajvasis, Guru, Brajvasis. Now we're going to, can we pull up Nandashtakam, like 8 shlokas, we'll recite them, then the class will be over. So beautiful. It's like I used to record music and there's like a rap. So with this second time I'm reading this, so first we can read the translations. We can start with you.
I offer pranam.
You can meditate. Yes.
I offer pranam to Nandanandana, whose face is extremely delightful, and whose beautiful ears hang jeweled earrings, and whose entire body is ointed, and how do we say it? Anointed with fragrant candlelight.
Dilil Prabhu? Okay, Prabhu. Okay, first let him finish. Then only one can recite all the prayers fast. Yes. Take your time. Oh.
I offer pranam.
No, only one shloka. Done? Yes, Prabhu. Okay. The fast one.
I offer pranam to Nandanandana, whose eyes are more beautiful than the fully blown lotus, whose head is beautifully adorned with an arrangement of peacock feathers, and who enchants millions of cupids.
I offer pranam to Nandanandana, whose beautiful nose hangs an elephant horn, whose teeth are immensely fulgent, whose body complexion is more beautiful and lustrous than a fresh green flower.
I offer pranam to Nandanandana, whose lotus hands hold the flute, whose lingering gait defeats even that of an impassioned elephant, and whose dark limbs are beautified by a yellow shawl.
I offer pranam to Nandanandana, whose threefold training for hair is exquisitely elegant, the effulgence of whose toenails could to shame even the moon, and who wears invaluable jewels and ornaments.
I offer pranam to Nandanandana, whose body exudes an especially beautiful fragrance, and whose broad chest is adorned with the Kushtuba jewel and the mark of Srivastava.
I offer pranam to Nandanandana, the expert lover of Vrindavan, who performs immaculate pastimes and who is attired in clothes which are suitable for those pastimes, and who pulverizes the pride of Indra.
I offer pranam to Nandanandana, who as the lover of the Brajagopis perpetually delights them, and who enchants the minds of all living entities.
Whoever regularly recites this Sri Nanda Ashtakam will easily cross the seemingly insurmountable ocean of material existence and attain eternal residence at the lotus feet of Krishna.
Jai. And we should, before reciting these prayers, we will slowly recite these prayers. What me and Amla Prabhu was doing yesterday, that we had a project of learning Vritarasur Stuti. Only 4 shlokas. Aham Hare Tava Padek. Yeah, this is the shloka of Vritarasur. So I thought, why not? Now we are going back for holidays. So yes, we should have, if people are here, we should have projects. Okay, what is my project with you? Bhishma Stuti, Kunti Stuti for you. We have this something or other we are learning together. We should always, okay, Nandashtakam, now I've seen this, okay, now we will learn this. So we should always have this tendency to learn together. So we will recite this very slowly. Okay, ready? Sucharu Chakra Mandalam Sukarna Ratna Kundalam Suchitra Namami Nanda Nandanam Sudirga Netra Pankajam Shikhand Murjidam Ananga Koti Mohanam Namami Nanda Nandanam Sunasi Kagra Mauktikam Swachanda Danta Pantikam Navambu Janda Chikkanam Namami Nanda Nandanam Karena Venu Ranjitam Gati Karindra Kanjitam Dukatra Pita Shobhanam Namami Nandanandanam Tribhanga Deha Sundaram Nikhaduti Subhakaram Kanabhoshanam namami nandanandanam Sugandh ang saubharam uro viraji kaustubham Sufarchi vastralachanam namami nandanandanam Vrindavana sunagragam vilasanugavasanam Surendra garva mochanam namami nandanandanam Vrajangana Nayakam sada sukha pradayakam jaganmanah pralobhanam namami nandanandanam nandananda ashtakam pathed labhet tathat yogikam. Jai. Yes, this is, you can see your favorite lines. My favorite line is Gati Karindra Ganjitam, Ganjitam. Like Gati, how is Gati, how he walks? Ganjitam, like an elephant. Wow, how beautiful is this? Yes, intoxicated elephant. Yes. Any questions, any corrections? Hare Krishna. Yes. No idea.
Anonymous.
Anonymous. Hare Krishna.